Every little girl dreams of her wedding day. And for Amara, this was a dream come true. A church filled with candles, music, and a man who called himself a man after God's own heart. Pastor Gideon swept her off her feet with his prayers, his promises, and his powerful sermons. Everyone said she was lucky, but sometimes blessings come wrapped in deception. At first it was perfect. Gideon would pray with her, hold her hands during devotion, and speak powerful words that made her feel safe. But slowly, things started to change. He began correcting her tone, criticizing her clothing, and warning her about being a distraction to his ministry. Behind closed doors, Gideon was no longer the gentle pastor. He called her weak. He accused her of tempting him, of not praying enough, of being the reason God was silent. He never hit her. No, he was too holy for that. But his words hit harder than fists. Amara smiled at church. She greeted with grace. She taught the young women how to be virtuous wives, all while her soul bled. Who would believe her? The church adored Gideon. He healed the sick, raised offerings, built schools. He was a man of God. So Amara became two people, the pastor's wife and the silent prisoner. One night, after a sermon on submission, he came home enraged. He said Amara had dishonored him in front of the elders. She asked a question during a meeting. He smashed her phone, locked her in the room, took her Bible. And then with cold eyes, he said, God only listens to obedient wives. She stopped singing. She stopped praying. At night, she would whisper to God if he still heard her, if you love me, please just let me disappear. But God never left her. He sent her strength in whispers, in a neighbor's knock, in the eyes of a little girl at church who looked at her like a hero. It wasn't a dramatic exit. There was no shouting, no fire. One Sunday morning, as he preached about freedom in Christ, Amara walked out and never looked back. With nothing but a small bag and her mother's Bible, she chose herself. She chose peace. She chose life. Years passed. Amara never remarried, but she rebuilt. She now leads a women's support group. She teaches about God's love, the kind that heals, not hurts. She forgave Gideon, but never returned. Because real faith is not found in who you marry. It's found in who you become after you survive.